Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with a Machete. We're really excited because today we have a new recipe that was recommended by a friend, Natasha. We're going to be making lactose-free, gluten-free apple crisp. And for those of you who've never had apple crisp, it's actually a relatively easy recipe to make. We just thought it'd be fun to slice up a bunch of apples. And it's really good because the lactose part, Tierney is able to eat it without any problems. So that should be fun for everyone. What we did is went ahead and already measured out 2 pounds of our apples that we're going to be using. And we got a variety of apples. If you can tell, we have a Granny Smith apple, a couple Gala apples, and a couple Honeycrisp apples as well. So we want to add a little bit of a different kind of flavor in there with each of the apples. You can use whatever kind you really like. Some people don't like sour apples or tart apples. It's really entirely up to you. But we went ahead and did that. And if you don't have a scale, you can just kind of eyeball it. I know about 5 apples is about 2 pounds, in case anybody wants to know. So now we're going to go ahead and get to the chopping. Cutting up apples with machete is so much fun. Oh, unless you miss. Don't worry, all of these pieces will be washed in time. And I should probably do this like a relatively normal way. So I have decent sized slices of apples. But precision is really difficult with this knife, in case you haven't noticed. So you do want to cut off all like the ends and the seeds and all that good stuff. Okay. I'm getting pretty good slices with this machete. What you don't hear is the seeds going flying off the sides. So what I'm going to do after I'm done chopping all these apples is go through, kind of slice them up, make them a little bit more uniform. I'm not doing a terrible job, to be honest. I'm quite impressed since I've never cut an apple with this machete. Because what you don't want is a bunch of random sizes of apples, because some will end up mushy, and then some could be a little bit hard. But if you can tell, I made these all pretty uniform. Really excited. Hot diggity dog! Apple and half. I'm really excited. Getting better. Sorry, we didn't peel the apples. But that's okay, because we'll just peel them now, I guess. Oops. We didn't read the instructions. Okay, so I'm going to peel those a little bit. Let's just get to chopping. Okay, so we're going to, wait, we got to peel this apple. I'm really tired, okay? I got plenty of sleep last night, but one wouldn't tell. This is a juicy apple. I kind of just want to bite into it because it smells amazing. And every time I peel it, it just squirts juice up at me. That's what she said. That was bad. Shouldn't do that. Anyways, now to the chopping. So now that you've done a very poor job of peeling your apples like I did, you have to put them in a bowl. The seed will not go away. Okay, so you want to stick those in a bowl and now you're going to combine your alternate ingredients. So what you're going to do is take some brown sugar, because we have dark brown sugar today. And we have a 1/3 cup. I also want to point out, this is why I don't bake, because I don't like measuring shit. Okay. Lightly packed. I'd say that's lightly packed. Hi, Socks. This is not, I don't have a treat for you. He thinks I have a treat. Okay, and you want to put in a tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay, and then what you're going to want to do is do a tablespoon of cornstarch. Okay, and then you're going to bust out your teaspoon of vanilla, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Vanilla. I'm really sad. This vanilla I got from the Dominican. Some of the best vanilla I've ever had. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Some cinnamon. And some nutmeg. Who doesn't love a little nutmeg? Oh, and then you're going to want some salt. And I have some sea salt here. And I also just hate measuring shit, so I'm going to do a little bit of that. Okay. So, now that we have these ingredients, we're going to just mix them up. And I didn't bring a spoon, so I'm going to use the machete. Sometimes it just be like that. Okay. So now we want to add all of our apples to your preferred dish. And we want to spread them evenly. I wish I had a slightly longer dish. Not a really long one, but a slightly longer one. But this will do. Okay, so now we want to set that aside. So now that we have all of our apples sliced, mixed together with all the ingredients, we want to kind of make the topping. So what we're going to do is we have some oats. Actually, that's oat flour. We have some oats. We have some more brown sugar. And we have some more cinnamon. And then I'm going to be using vegan butter instead of oil to kind of just mix that in. And actually, before I do that, I wanted to add a little bit of salt. Okay, and now what you're going to want to do is just slowly add some of this butter and mix it around. And it's going to get a little bit goopy, but it's going to be delicious. This is going to be really nice because we're just going to crumble it on the top of the apples. I think it's going to taste fantastic. Pecans, when I want to chop them, they're already chopped, but I want them smaller. I actually don't really like pecans. So now we have finely chopped pecans. I'm going to add that to this. Okay, it's fine. whatever. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it looks really good. So now we're basically going to take our apples, and the most efficient way to be doing this is just use your hands. You gotta get in there nice and dirty. Just sprinkle it over, because that way you can also ensure it gets inside the little crevices. So then when you scoop it out, you have a really nice blend of the apples and the crumble. Now, what you want to do is pop in the oven at about 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. And what you want to do is let it bubble a little bit. If you find that your top is getting a little bit too crispy, you could always toss some foil over top of it, and it'll be great. But yeah, I mean, I'd check it around 30 minutes just to make sure, and then go from there. Yeah. Really, really excited. And of course, we have our drink that we made for this meal. Still strong, still good. So, still steaming. I'm really excited because I'm not usually the baker in the family. I'm more of the chef. But this turned out pretty damn good. I'm really excited. This dish was absolutely phenomenal, and it turned out just the way I expected it to. Thank you again for joining us. I'm really, really excited. If you really loved the video, please subscribe, comment below. Maybe we'll be cooking up your next big idea. Also, follow us on Instagram at Cooking with Machete, and we'll see you next time.